Hi friends, welcome to Dephemerember 2024. Just a quick foreword before we start off. This is my first book, my first Dephemerember when I took part in 22. This was the second one. You see, they're quite chunky. So it begs question why I've decided to use an altered book in 2024, because I'm not sure this has got anywhere to go, but I want to try this. I made this December last year in between doing, excuse me, in between doing Dephemerember. And it's a Christmas book that I got gifted. And I thought I'll use it. So I made a little preparation, obviously. So we've got the prompt list. I put all the links to Dephemerember in the info box down the bottom. Barbara, 49 Dragonflies, and Luise Heinzl of Luise Heinzl Junk Journal Art. They do this, have been doing this for quite some time to help people through December. So Dephemerember is basically making ephemera in December, hence Dephemerember. And if you can say that the very first time, you're better than me. So I had a thought. I've been thinking about this for some time, so this is not spur of the moment. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Usually I look at the prompt, watch Barbara and Luise, and then try and figure something out for myself. That's not a copy, that's an inspiration, that's whatever. But this time round, I actually came up with something by myself, and I'm actually impressed by myself here. So the first prompt, which is going to be happening on the 2nd of December, not the 1st of December, the 2nd of December, which is going to be altered playing card and antique keys. So I've printed the prompts out, and I have had a thought. I don't have any antique keys, so I printed these out on canvas, and I had a thought. My thought was, I'm going to put that there, but I'm going to use a swivel action so you can see that. And I'm going to cut this out, glue these 2 pages together, and I'm going to pop that in there. I think I can do that. I think that sounds like something I can manage. Now, they did say altered playing card, but I don't want to do too much to these cards, really. So I've got some keys out. I don't have antique keys or anything that looks like, well, I have one which I'm going to use. I've got one here which I'm going to just glue there, basically. It's just a piece of a wooden one, laser cut, and I colored it. That's just all it is. But I've got these little keys here. None of them are antique, although they look it. But I thought if I stitch, I don't want to use a brad because I'm using a big brad down here for the swivel action. I don't want to use too many. So I thought if I stitch them onto individual cards, That would then take care of the altered bit. Maybe put it there or something like that. It would then be possibly sufficiently altered. That's what I think. And I think that would be fine. I'm also not altering the background. I'm not putting any paint or anything on this background. This is purely going to be a prompt one. It's going to be a pocket to slide the prompt list in. I'm going to fold it. So hopefully when I fold it, that I'm going to be able to put it behind here so that you can see, I don't know, maybe Barbara and Luise's face, or I don't know yet which one, but that is my thought. So, an altered book. I've already, as I said, I made it like last year. Oh, this doesn't belong in there, so I'll just put it out the way. Basically, I've just torn pages out and glued pages together to make it a bit sturdier. And this comes off completely. It's completely removable. My thought is maybe I can stretch it, because it's an elastic, to go over the book when it's finished, to close it up. Right, so let's have a go. So because I want to go through this page, and I'm just going to mark it out where I'm going to put a pencil and mark it on. I'm going to try and hide as much as I can of just like so. I want it, I could cut a bit more off, but I don't really want to cut more off. I'll just leave it at that, I think. So I'm going to mark, I'll rub it out later, so I'm just going to mark it there. I'm going to mark on the card where the hole is, roughly there. So I'm going to, it's a fairly big, so I'm going to glue this on now. Yes, it's double-sided because I printed the first one too big. So I didn't want to waste the page, so I just turned it. So doing it like that. I mean, I cut quite a bit off. There was another frame around it, but I didn't want to print it out for a third time, so I didn't. I cut it all off. Is it gonna reach so I can make a hole in there? Not quite. Okay, use my brush. So I didn't want to mess around with it too much, so I didn't print it again for a third time. So now I have my scissors. I'm going to make sure I've only got this cut. Should I wonder if I should use, because I do have a knife. Is that knife going to be better, or am I going to slice off my fingers? I'm asking for a friend here. The knife isn't the best, so we'll just see. The blade always wobbles, but let me just see, make sure I've only got, yeah. So see, that's not going so well. I think it's because I should have left it to dry. the glue, should have left the glue to dry, which is what I'm going to do now rather than ruin it completely, because like I said, I don't want to have to print it out again. So I've cut it now to the best of my ability. I'm sure nobody's going to look too closely, to be honest. I might, when it's a bit more dry, I might go around with the embossing pen. I don't know yet. I'll have to see. So now, my bag is open. So now what I want to do is put that aside for a minute and stitch on my keys onto the card. Stitch the keys onto the card. Okay, see how we're going to do this. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't thought of how I'm going to do. I might. What I might do is, let's see if it works. I'll take that one. This one is not such a good key, so I'm going to come up from the bottom. The needle is too big. Right, okay. I'll cheat. It doesn't matter. I'll be cheating. I'm all right with that. And then, since I'm just going to tie a knot in the back of these, because unless you twist them over, you're not going to see it, because they'll be sat on there. So yes, so I think I'll do that. It's a good plan. I think it's a good plan. All right, let's see where we position that one. We're using the silver one in the middle. All right, okay. We're putting the silver one in the middle. It's the odd one out, as it were. Put that up there. Again, come up from the back, but this one's got a bigger hole at the top, so the needle should fit. It fits fine. Again, put it through. Same hole I came out of. And, oops. No, that the other way. Go the other way. I might even tie them together. Right, okay. So I won't cut it off just yet. Let me have, got another piece here. Okay. And that's for the hard key, which I'm going to, where am I going to put the hard key? Can I come out here? Yeah. Put it like that. And go back in. Right, that takes care of that one. That is going to, these are going, this is as far as altering goes. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna cut all the bits down, I think, just so, because we're not gonna glue, we're just gonna use a brad at the bottom. So this has to qualify as altered playing cards. So now I need to make sure that I've got where, oh here, I was going to say, where's my all gone? Right, so let's poke a hole and let's position. Make sure. I did mark it on the card and now I can't see the mark. Oh, there it is. Right, so we go in there like that. And the idea is, you know, like so. Right, so now I need to find a suitable brad. Which one do we want? Do we want, which isn't actually a black one? Oh, it is. No, it's not. It's a purple. I don't know if you can see it. Don't know if you can see it properly. It is like a purple. I'm not even sure. I've got a black one that is the right color. I don't know. What do we think? The black one, oh, the black ones I do have, they are just that little bit too small. So I am thinking that is the one that is. Right, so go through there. Oh, it's slightly proud as well. It's not, oh no, it's not. It's because there is another little baby brad stuck in there. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Right, onto there. Through there. Now I mustn't do it too tight because I obviously want them to swivel. So oh, this is I know one side is shorter than the other. It's just trying to figure out which one it is. There you go. Now, not too tight, missus, because you have to open me up, haven't you? Right. There we go. That's lovely, as they say. Right, now then. Now I'm going to put the other key underneath the contents. So I'm going to use the liquid glue for that. Right. Oh, I should have maybe left that at last, come to think of it. Never mind, it's fine. Just in case I want to do anything else. Probably I don't, maybe, I don't know. are you? Oh, there we are. Right, okay. So I'm going to pop that under the contents. Now I need a piece of paper. So while it dries, I don't want to, because it's made the color wet again, I don't want it to leak through onto that page. So you have your keys, open it up, and then let me just put this somewhere under the rainbow. Right, so let's close that up. That's okay. So now I'll just, I'm not sure, because you can't really see what it is, can you, if I do it? So if I fold it, let's have a look. So if I fold it that way, and then, so it's only me that has to pull them out. So yeah, so we have that. Oh, interesting. Oh look, it's Barbara and Luise. So now I need to close that up. I need to just glue around that. Oh, well, that was silly, wasn't it? Oh, what do you do that for? And why have I never got any tissue when I need it? Oh dear, that was not what you meant to be doing. Oh no, 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 no. Silly lily me. Right, that's better. What are you like, woman? What you do that for? Ah. Well, not to worry. What I'll do is I'll glue it down anyway, like along here. So now this is not a pocket. So I'm going to put it in. Oh dear, this is not right. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. I need a punch, a punch, a punch. Yeah, I need a punch, all right. So let's do this. So I've glued that in. So my thinking, I mean, I could always cut that out there. That is not. Yes, I think I will. I'll leave it there and I'll cut that out. Well, that was a silly thing to do. You see, in all the excitement, that's what can happen. So I'm going to cut that out and then I'm going to do it correctly. So I've cut it out now like that. As I said, I might still do something to it, I'm not sure. And I've put another brad at the top for just for aesthetic reasons, so it's like that. So they're here, and now I'm going to try and remember to only glue top and bottom. What a silly woman. Does things like that ever happen to you? I'm sure we all do it. But just goes to show, this is the real life. Okay, so glued it together. This now needs to sit and dry thoroughly before I can slide these two back in there. So I might take a bit out, actually, just a little bit, so I know that there is meant to be a pocket there, rather than I use my small hole punch for that, I think, so I don't go into the lock. So I don't particularly want to go into the lock, obviously. So let us see. I can cover it up. Maybe I can actually use the bigger one, which is what I would prefer. So I'm going to try. As long as I make sure I keep an eye on it and not let's have a look. Oh, that should work. All right, here we are. I can cover it up. Yeah, that's okay. And the ladies can go in here. The fabulous ladies. I might there now. In they go. Where are they? I'll have to fold it. Forgot to fold it. Right, okay. There we are. Prompt 1. Altered playing cards and antique keys. Hope you join me again for the next prompt. Hope that goes better than this one did. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.